This is exercise lab 00 answer key. So let's think about how to do. Actually, number 1 and 2 were not homework because I assume you already know how to do that. So you can just go over here quickly. Circle is a double type array which has 4 values. So index 0, 1, 2, 3 are occupied. Then for each value, if you use equal assign operator, that means you're going to assign new value by calculating. You can use the previous value like a circle index. Then by using that, you can calculate, this one is actually calculate pi r squared if we assume this circle array is having radius radii. So sample answer can be looks like this, like actually not really 3.14, there are blah blah blah, but assume pi is just 3.14 to make it writing easier. First one, if you have radius 1, 3.14, radius 10, 314.1 something, then radius 1 again, then when radius is 0, the calculation is also 0. So this is the new array, looks like, not exactly what's there. Then number 2, array has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 values, so index 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. Then what this one is doing is array position -1 means current position's previous one comes to the current position. In this case, this for loop starts from the last index. That means index 4 is the starting. Then it is saying position is greater than 0. So whenever you have index -1, you are not supposed to inclusive 0. 0 is not inclusive here. So that's the important thing. So remember that. So this one is doing starts from index 4, copy the previous one. So 3.0 is copied to index 4. At the time, index 3 still has 3.0, but in the next one, in the for loop, now position is 3, then copy from the position 2, so now 2.0 is copied to the position 3. Then keep doing, so 5.0 is copied, 1.0 is copied, and index 0, nothing is changed. So you are supposed to keep 1.0. Do not delete this value. That's important. Now number 3. Number 3, I already said it's part of the bubble sort, and we went over all the values last time. Then finally, what temp has, because last time it swapped 9 and 1, so 9 is stored into the temp. So temp should be 9. Then number 4. This is one of the tricky questions and our favorite. First, my list has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So index 0 through 4 are occupied with the integer values 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Then equal to change array. So pass my list. This is the my list. Then when you go to the change array, this one has a new name, temp list. Temp list is also pointing this one. My list is still pointing the same array. So if you change the temp list, my list is also changed. Now let's see here. In the change array, what is it doing is it is assigning new value to each cell. I is starting from 0 through length -1. That means every value will be changed. The rule is current one plus what temp list 2 has. So first time when index is 0, when I is 0, list 0 has a 1, temp list 2 has a 3. So you're going to get 4 at index 0. That's right. Then when I is 1, temp list 1 has 2, temp list 2 has 3. So 5 will be in the 1 as a new value. When I is 2, temp list is 3, 10 plus 2 is also 3, so you're gonna get 6. Now at this time, you have to remember that the 10 plus 2 is changed to 6. So after this time, you have to add 6, not 3. That's why the next two numbers are 10 and 11. Now let's go to the exercises 1. Number 1. This one is showing the find the max method, but this one returns value double, not index. When you return the value, it's okay when you want to find the max value, but like our sorting algorithm, if we want to swap the values, index is better. So if you rewrite that, you are going to find the max pose. So max value is gone. Just the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 lines are enough. Do not write anything else. Then number 3 is asking temp again. Now the position locations are I and J. You must use I and J. Then temporary storage, the name does not matter, but type must be double. So remember that. And number 2, we went over last time, so I want you to read. Back page of exercise is 01. Number 1, 2, 3 are review. So now let's see. How do you recognize a void method? If you see the void keyword in the method header, that's a void method. And void method does not return anything. And number 2, how to recognize a return method? If you see no void in the method header, that means inside the void, what was returned, that is a return type. In that case, the method must have a return statement inside of the method body. When you call the void method, you are going to just call object name and method name. If it's a static method, just the method name, or class name and method name. And number 4, how do you call method that returns an integer? You're supposed to get the value, so you're supposed to make the storage. So this one is making integer type max storage. So this is the correct way, or you print. And number 5, Lab00, what is the type of argument to find the mean? The array of doubles is the argument. Argument means inside of the parentheses, when you pass as a loop for the method. How do you pass an argument? You are going to just pass the array name. You do not write anything else, just a reference. Only reference or variable name. Number 7, Lab00, what is the global name of the array outside? This question is not really good, so I would like to say in the main method, what's the name is array. Because array was not the global variable, so I'm going to take it out. Then local name in find the mean was apple. Then both were pointing the same array. Number 9, if the argument to find the mean is an array of doubles, why we return an integer? Because we wanted to find the index number, the location of the value, not the real value. Number 10, does the loop in find the mean go less than or equal to? Yeah, array index out of found exception error. So you're supposed to not include array.length. The rest of them, I want you just to think about that. And number 12. What communicate with the, let's go back to number 11. First, private means restrict to this class, the current class. Outside of this class cannot access this method. That's a private. So accessibility. Then static means this is a method. So to use this method inside, you don't need to make an object. It's not belongs to an object like Carol. it is just a static, only one copy method. So you can just call it. So we can, the class owns it. The void method, so it does not return anything, so it takes an action. Then scramble is a method identifier or method name. Then double bracket array is, there are two arguments. First one is double type array. Second type is integer type value. Number 12, public means inside of the same folder, everyone can access this method. Then int means return type is integer. There is no static, so this one is object method, instance method. So you must make instance first to use this method. Then passing compare to is method name, object arg. So passing argument is object type. So you are going to pass an object. So Java, every class is a subclass of object. So like a string, robot, whatever object. If we can instantiate, they are all subclass of object. So how to use it? You are gonna make the object which has this method that compare to method, then passing argument, another object. This is also object type.